For those of you who enjoy military simulation and perhaps even feel a deep and emotional connection or an unrepayable debt to the men and women who served in World War I and World War II in order to secure the freedoms available to most men and women across the world now, you should really consider backing the early access title called Beyond the Wire. Right from the very beginning, the menu screen, the attention to detail is evident. The scratches on the helmet, the eyes, the knuckle duster on his right chest strap, and the bouncing Betty that you can see hanging from his belt. The meticulous detail bestowed upon the uniform is impressive, especially the crest on his left lapel, and the animations themselves, and the little touches that instantly reek of respect for our war heroes. Hello and welcome, I'm 𝐒𝐢𝐬, and Beyond the Wire has made every effort to respectfully and accurately recreate a realistic World War I battlefield experience, which also somehow manages to capture the bravery, the determination and the hardships endured by all sides on the battlefield. As an early access title, the game is not without its problems. A crash to the desktop might be followed by your in-game settings not having been saved and reinstated correctly. But these are not the only issues that you might encounter whilst playing Beyond the Wire. I've seen my commanding officer vanish right before my very eyes, leaving nothing behind but his pistol, and I've seen numerous soldiers moonwalking forwards towards me, and this is just to name a few issues. But honestly, despite all the issues that you might encounter, they are small and insignificant because the immersion and the rewarding gameplay experience will considerably outweigh any problems you might encounter. Now, I've joined multiple military mil-sim type games in multiplayer, and rarely do I ever join one of these military FPS servers which isn't full of jocks and wannabe alpha males. Beyond the Wire was completely different. Everyone was respectful, helpful and working together as a team, as a unit, or dare I say it, as a band of brothers.
Nice. Good job.
In Beyond the Wire, objectives are won and lost through the actions and the teamwork of like-minded individuals. There is no place here for showmanship, no 360-degree no-look headshots or who's faster on the trigger will win. Here, teamwork, tactics and sheer will are what will make the difference. The battlefields themselves are huge and they are beautifully detailed. The lighting and the graphics might not be the most incredible that you have ever seen in your life, and the explosions, although I think they're very decent, probably won't shake you right to the very core.
Try to hold them up as far as possible.
But honestly, it won't take you more than an hour or maybe two before you start to sense the projectiles, start ducking a little bit or wincing your eyes as the bullets go whizzing past your head. You'll start to taste the dirt that gets kicked up in your face as a bombardment is landing all around you, and you'll become closely tied to your unit as you fight the good fight. Similar to games like Squad, Beyond the Wire has 10-man squads with various roles, all afforded specific equipment. And there's a leader who can communicate with the other unit leaders as well, and HQ in order to coordinate and help orchestrate the battle with artillery, smoke and even gas barrages. Objectives must be held or taken from the enemy in order to push the front line back towards the enemy's final standpoint, and this has to be completed before victory can be won. Now, unlike most games, you can actually draw, but that doesn't happen very often. Battles are long, hard fought, and certainly not over until the very, very end. On my mark is their spawn point. Now the team commanders, like in squad, can place tactical spawn points, and team members also have other placeable objects designed to help strengthen your combative presence in a particular area. A constant compass is situated at the centre bottom of the screen, and team commanders can issue you commands, objectives and highlight enemies. Now if you stray too far from your CO and get killed, you will be punished with a longer respawn time. Effectively, you are a unit and you should stick together and work together as one. But actually, that's much easier said than done, and on a number of occasions my entire team have been killed, gone back to the start point, and I'm the only guy left, still fighting hard and trying to take the point that we almost took. And then when I die, I seem to get punished anyway. Maybe that's something the devs need to look at. Thank you.
Not a problem, bro. Get back in the fight.
For at least the first hour though, you will probably not know your arse from your elbow, even if you've played similar games to this. Seeing the enemy is nigh on impossible to start with, and even if you do see them, hitting them is more difficult than you might imagine, as the inaccurate rifles from World War I are not designed to unleash hell. Instead they are often single-shot rifles with only iron sights to aim with. Sometimes they kind of get in the way rather than help. I had to drop the sensitivity in-game by 50%, and I also had to drop my DPI on Logitech G Hub to 400 before I felt that I had any control over my aim, and even then I felt it was a little bit twitchy. Now that might be something that I can figure out over time in settings, or it might be something that the game needs to develop and improve on itself. Whatever the situation is, once you start feeling the game and getting more accurate with your shots, you'll really start to have a lot of fun. Now there are of course multiple other weapons available, and as you progress and try them out, you will no doubt find a role which best suits you. However, actually getting a game seems to be the biggest problem right now, and is part of the reason why I am making this video. For an entire day, and I've only played this game for one day, I could only see one single server that was populated with more than 20 players. That is despite some 20 plus servers showing up in the list. Even when that single server was full, people were sat patiently queuing up in order to join, including me, I have to admit. It seems to me that the player numbers are a little bit low, and I for one can hardly understand why that would be. Perhaps the fact that this game doesn't suit the alpha jocks means it isn't getting the attention it truly deserves. So I hope that by making this quick video, this quick first look review video, I can in some small way play a part in boosting player numbers, because this title is absolutely outstanding. So if you join up now, if you grab the game now, you'll be just in time for the addition of the World War I tanks, which are due to arrive anytime soon. But actually, you don't have to wait for that to happen before the game gets good. Go and get some dirt in your face. This spectacular World War I battlefield sim is tremendous, and so it seems are the very, very vast majority of the players who reside here. If you like military simulators, and if you like historically accurate military simulators, you are going to really struggle to find anything better than this. This is so good. And you might think World War I is not for me, I'm more of a World War II guy. Well, if that's the case, then maybe you're right. But I love World War I as much as I love World War II, and I have the same respect for the men in the First World War as I do in the Second World War. And this is just incredibly good. It is so good. Honestly, I cannot be any more positive than I am right now. Go get it. Go take a look. Watch some of my gameplay footage over on 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐿 Ultimate Realism. Go and watch some other people who have played more than one day. This game is incredible. Don't miss out. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.